Hello everyone, today we are going to study what are the different determinants of demand. So demand is a multivariate relationship and it is determined by many factors simultaneously. The first factor is the price of product or services, and there is an inverse relationship between the price of a product and the quantity demanded. For example, consumers prefer to purchase a product in large quantity when the price of the product is less, and vice versa is the situation. Then we have income. The income of a consumer affects the purchasing power and which influence the demand for a product. The income-demand relationship can be analyzed by grouping goods into four categories like essential consumer goods, inferior goods, normal goods, and luxury goods. So, what are essential goods? Essential goods refers to goods that are consumed by people in the society, by all people in the society, and the quantity demanded for basic consumer goods increases with the increase in income of a consumer, but up to a fixed limit. Then we have normal goods. Normal goods refers to the goods whose demand increases with the increase in consumer income, and the demand for normal goods varies due to different rate of increase in the consumer income. Then we have inferior goods. Inferior goods refers to goods whose demand decreases with the increase in consumer income. So for example, if second-hand cars are cheaper and if my income is low, I would prefer to buy second-hand car. And as my income increases, I would prefer to buy a brand new car that I can afford. Then we have luxury goods. So it refers to goods whose demand increases with the increase in consumer income. Next is the taste and preferences. So taste and preferences play a major role taste and preferences of a consumer are affected due to the various factors like we can say lifestyle, custom, common habits, change in fashion, standard of living, religious values, age, and gender. After the effect of personal likes, dislikes, trends and fashions, and weather or climate. For example, if females are large in a number as compared to male in a particular area, then the demand for female products will be more in that particular area. And then we have price of related goods. So related good, there are two types of related goods, substitute and complementary goods. So substitute goods refers to the goods that satisfy the same need of the consumers. For example, we have tea and coffee, jowar and bajra. So increase in price of goods results in the increase in demand of the substitute which has a low price. For example, we can see over here, demand of tea rises from O to Q to OQ1 due to increase in price of the substitute, that is coffee. So price of coffee is here and demand for tea is here. So when the price of coffee has been increased, so the demand of the substitute, that is the tea, has been increased. Then we have complementary goods. It refers to the goods that are consumed simultaneously or in combination. So complementary goods are inversely related to each other. For example, increase in prices of petrol would decrease the demand for cars. So we can see over here, demand for tea falls from OQ to OQ1 due to increase in price of complementary goods, that is sugar, from OP to OP1. We can see that price of sugar has been increased, and that is why quantity demanded for tea has been decreased, because both of them are associated with each other. And then expectation of the consumers. Expectation regarding what? Expectation regarding the future changes in the price. consumer would delay the purchase of a product whose price are expected to be decreased in the future, and they will purchase the product which they expect that price will increase in the present. Effect of advertisement. Effective advertisement are helpful in many ways, such as catching the attention of consumer, informing them about the availability of product, demonstrating the feature of the product to the potential consumer, and persuading them to buy that particular product. Then the next effect is distribution of income in the society. So distribution of the income in the society varies widely, and which leads to high or low consumption of a product by different segment of the society. Like high income segment of the society would prefer luxury goods, while low income segment would prefer necessary goods. In such scenario, demand for luxury goods will increase in the high income segment, while demand for necessity goods will be increased in the low income segment. Next is the growth in population. If the number of consumers increases in the market, definitely the consumption capacity of the consumer will also increase. Then the government policies. So if the product has a high tax rate, this would increase the price of the product, and the demand will definitely increase. And if the credit policy of a country also induce the demand for a particular product. If there is sufficient amount of credit available to the consumer, this would increase the demand for the product. Then we have the climatic conditions. Individual demand for different product is different in different climatic conditions. For example, demand for ice creams and cold drink increases in summer, while tea and coffee are preferred in winters. Then the pattern of saving. If people will save more, demand will decrease. So it means that if disposable income will be less to purchase the goods and services, right? And if the saving is less, demand will increase. Then the next is availability of credit. The purchasing power is influenced by the availability of credit. If there is availability of cheap credit, the consumer try to spend more and more on durable. Thereby, demand for certain goods increases. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.